You know it's gonna be a good story when they say, so boom. So boom. What did a school teacher say that stuck with you? Story 2. One time, one of my elective classes was just kind of chilling out the day before winter break, and the teacher decided to arrange all of our desks in a circle. He had everyone anonymously write something that was troubling them at the moment, and he would go through and give some advice. I wrote about my parents' constant fighting and how I feared their inevitable divorce and the possibility of moving across country with my mother. I wish I could remember what he said, but I vividly remember almost crying because what he said hit so hard, but I kept it together. Less than a month later, both things happened. I love this activity that this teacher did at the end of the school day. We've all been there as educators when you have a little bit of time left and you don't want to start a new lesson, but you also don't want to give them too much free time because things could get out of hand. So instead, this teacher just said, okay, everybody write it down. Let's talk it out. And it's clear this teacher established a culture of trust where they could have rough conversations and have it with dignity and with respect. I imagine the teacher picked up the papers, kind of went through them, and then just start giving some real honest advice. Since this is an elective class, I'm imagining that this is a secondary teacher as well, and that advice was possibly needed. Now, one way that I've also seen this done with educators is that they are in the same type of circle, but they ball up their papers anonymously, and then they shoot a hoop inside of a basket in the middle of the circle. Each student gets up, grabs one of the papers, and asks the question. Of course, this is still anonymous, so no one knows who is asking what. And instead of the teacher giving the answer, the students offer advice. You want to talk about some hard-hitting, real-world scenarios? And then, of course, some of them are silly, like, I stay up binge watching TV too much. What could be some ways for me to get to bed and get some sleep? The good thing about both of these, that advice does stick with you. And that's what it's all about.